Hi guys. I just want to take this time to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, Podstand.
Not robotic, for fuck. Go on.
I'm only joking. No, but seriously, just a quick
Just
shout
keep
out.
it going.
Just shut up. We have to record this for our sponsors, Chris. Wait there. I'm really bad at reading. Well, I'll start from the start, but just let's keep all this right, okay, Chris? Hi guys, I just want to take this time to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, Podstand.co. That's Podstand.co. Podstand.co is a cool website for people trying to broaden their podcast library. You know me. Oh, wait there. Oh, jeez. You know we all have our favorite. We all have our favorites, but sometimes it's nice to mix it up. I like a dick joke as much as the next guy, but don't get me wrong. Sometimes it's nice to maybe listen to something a little educational or techie. Not really. Or maybe you're
Why are
into
you talking
something.
so loud?
Because I'm trying to do it really fast. Is that not good?
Can I do it?
Wait there. Well, no, I'm nearly done. Well, yeah, you read the rest, and then that'll be it.
Where'd you finish or something? History based or geographical? Or
No. Go to the top of that sentence.
Or maybe you're maybe you're into something more history based or geographical, or maybe you want to listen to a podcast about murders. Well, now you can find a vast selection of podcasts with Podstand.co, a better way to browse.
Hey, don't laugh. Hello and welcome to Don't Lose Your Dinosaur with Mick and Chris. I'm Mick.
I'm Chris, and this week we're
And
talking.
that's enough of that bullshit. I'm sorry I cut you off there, Chris.
It's all good, Mick.
What's this week's topic?
This week, Mick, we're going to talk about situations.
Situations. Oh, wow.
Almost got ourselves into a situation there, huh?
Yeah. Well, that's a really broad topic.
It is a
Easy
broad
to talk
topic,
about
yeah.
absolutely anything. I want to talk about something really quick just while it's in my head.
I don't like the way that you keep things to yourself.
Yeah, well,
Whenever we're
that's-
discussing things, go on anyway before you forget
just
it.
on the way up, I only just thought of it, Chris. Just as it was coming up. No, this is a situation.
Right.
If the traffic's really bad, right?
Yeah.
Right in this town.
Yeah.
Especially at a certain time.
I want to cut in there before you go on. Traffic is not great. But you're talking like fucking rush hour traffic in Dublin is like, oh, we'll get there in an hour.
No, it's far worse than that. Here's the worst. This
You
is
can
the
get
worst.
anywhere in Letterkenny in like 10 minutes. Worst case
Says the guy doesn't drive. Or doesn't know. No, you can't.
I've been in enough cars with enough people with serious road rage issues to know, right, I'm timing this.
No, time anything you want.
Right,
There's
go on.
roadworks going on currently. You didn't.
Did you
take that-
see what it said in the paper,
No.
in the local paper here? The one that's like a fucking dope's delight. You can just write stories about anything. They said that road work will take 4 years. It actually will take 6 months.
See, you don't know what. It could take 4 years.
No.
If you go into a job and it says it takes a year,
The journalists
that it's going to take 2 years.
The journalists had dubious facts at which they just churn out. Oh, I got it in 4 years. Yeah, it could take 4 to 6 years, months. Go on, Nick. Go on.
It
Go
will
on.
take months, but jobs do get put back. So
They
it
can,
could
yeah.
maybe take a year.
It could take a year. You're
Right.
dead right. 4 years. Get fucked.
Right, in this particular situation
Yes.
that I'm on about, if it's really busy and then we're on a road and I let you out,
Yeah.
wave at me.
Yeah.
Just I'm not doing it because I want to help the flow of traffic and stuff. All I want is this is all I want.
Yeah.
That's all I want. I'm not
Even just a
Yeah, I'm not doing it to ease flow.
or even the emergency brake light button. You can flash.
Yeah,
the back
press
light.
a like how are you?
Yeah.
Just do that. I let someone out. I let a few cars out,
Yeah, just
and the
told
last guy
that. Yeah.
just I let him out, and then it was down at the hospial, and
He was bleeding
It makes
profusely.
me
wasn't he?
so angry. And then I thought, like, why am I angry? I'm letting him out anyway. I'm letting him out so that he will wave at me and
Yes.
say, good job.
Yes.
That's all I'm doing it for. That's all anyone's doing it for.
Yes.
And when you don't wave,
That's
it's
where murders
pure
get made there.
ignorant.
Ignorant.
Anyway, yeah, so
Here's
just
the
wave.
situation for you, Mick, right?
If
What you
an-
do, your friend called you over to the house. He was like, oh, hey, Mick, come over. And you're like, oh, okay. So you doot on over to his house, dead body on the floor. He's murdered somebody. Say you walk in the door and he goes, catch. And you throws you over the knife and you catch it. He goes, your fingerprints are on it. I'm sorry to do this to you.
I call the necessary authorities and get out of there.
Pussy.
Yeah, fucking Rambo over here. What are you gonna do? Right. Does anyone else know he's here? No. Right. Close the door. Pull down the blinds. Is that what you're gonna do?
Stab-
Right. I need 3 barrels. What's acid called?
Hydrochloric.
Yeah. Need some of that. Where did you get that here? Watson's Hire.
You get that down there. I'll tell you a story.
No, you wouldn't.
My granny got sorry, like a bit of asthma or whatever. Can't be near no strong shit like that there. Makes me all super short of breath. So does
Can't
Dolph.
be near asthma.
Can't be near like strong fumes.
Right.
Like anybody really. But like I go from, deepest breath like
If you were my kid, I'd be so disappointed just in how fucking fragile you are.
compared to if you were my child, I'd be so disappointed. What kind
No.
of rat that I raised.
No. Just can't. Useless.
But anyway,
Oh, don't go in the room. Why? Someone just painted it. You might get sick.
I'm not gonna get sick. I get short of breath.
Has this room recently been painted?
It's not my fault. I can't breathe.
You fucking, your survival of fittest. You'd have died
Of
years
course I
ago.
would have.
Fucking.
It's different
oh.
time, Mick.
Oh, touched the leaf. Oh, I got an infection.
I don't
Or
have anything
anyway,
like
weak. Useless.
that. Weak, alright, yeah, that's what I am.
Oh, it angers me.
Anyway.
Actually, the thought of it.
Anyway, long story short, you shouldn't be using any fucking like buckets of acid, right? My granny has some kind of mental issue where, like, say leaves on the ground can't be done. The grass was so infuriating to her that she got it all rid of. They have no grass in their house, no, not in front of the house, not behind the house anymore. It's all tiles or cement now, right?
She tiled the garden.
Yeah,
You don't tile the garden.
you stone tiles,
A mosaic.
stone tiles.
Do you have a picture?
Jesus, we'll drive past that house someday.
Where? Well, I don't say on.
Yeah, exactly.
People coming up to look at your grand garden.
But anyway, I don't know what it is, but like, anyway, the tiles out the front got darker as they do from, nature, wind, rain.
Yeah, that wind darkens up. The,
Well, it blows on things, the
Yeah.
tiles, it dirty them.
yeah,
Jesus.
that dirty wind dirtying up everything.
But anyway, long story short, she goes to me,
Thank God.
would you help me wash them tiles? And I was like, yeah, no bother. And then she says,
Gritting his teeth. Yeah.
I said, no bother.
No problem.
I said, no bother. And then she says, right, I'm going.
But I think I'm getting cold.
But anyway, she's like, right, I'm way down to get fucking acid now. I was
She
like,
said, "All right, I'm going down to get fucking acid."
that's always the way she said it. She said, I'm way down to get
What's your profanity?
because someone next door got it and it cleaned up the tiles great or whatever, right? I said, Granny, you can't get that and use that without, first of all, like, respirators. That's just facts. Long story short, anyway, she didn't call me then to come clean the tiles when she said she would. And I landed down.
Yeah, she fucking had a fucking good idea. I'm not gonna ask him. We'll be all day. Fucking health and safety boy, clipboard out, fucking hair slicked over, fucking suit on.
Long story,
You've got your respiratory system.
long story short, I landed down. Walked in the house.
You said long story short twice now.
I know,
You're
and I'm
still-
but you keep coming in there with your clipboard and shit. I walked in and she goes, "You see them tiles at the front?" I was like, "What about them?" And she goes, "Clean them." Oh, in bad state though. I got that acid anyway. Oh, I was coughing and wheezing for days after. It ruined the clothes I was wearing too. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Great story.
Well, it was. You just shit all over it.
It was a good story. Me helping my gran or not helping my gran clean.
She didn't call me.
Yeah, she did the right thing.
Well, go on anyway. You can take over then. Tell us one of the other better stories where you help old people find a fucking hotel.
Well, no, that's good that you were willing, but to help your grand clean the garden, mop the garden, whatever. The fuck
No,
you
look,
do.
I'll tell you, they'll be out with the mop now in a couple of weeks.
Um,
See when the snow comes?
Mm.
Mental. Goes absolutely mental. Hates it.
Why?
There's just something wrong with him. Like, there's a jock here too who lives around me, who's fucking mental. He's out brushing the fucking pavement.
I seen a video
Constantly
of
like that.
someone hoovering the pavement there this week in Dublin.
That's a mental
It's
disorder.
Dublin.
That's a mental
What
disorder.
would you expect? No, he wasn't mental.
No, but that is a mental disorder. I don't care what
He
anybody
was just
says.
hoovering outside the house.
If you don't care, if you care about leaves being on the ground, they're not causing any inconvenience. They're not like.
No, they are, of course.
But no. They're in the corners of the footpath.
Whoever
They're-
invented leaf blowers, they've got a real issue.
There's not, but it's not dirtying up your garden. It's not slicking up the ground
Yeah,
underneath
but
where
it
you might
looks
have
bad.
to break.
You want to clean your garden.
Not when it hasn't rained for 2 weeks and they're blowing away anyway.
No,
it looks
they're not.
fine. It looks lovely. It looks autumny.
No, you're wrong. You
Right.
want to see how many leaves?
Mr. Gardner, all right, yeah, Gardner's coming out here.
I'm
now.
telling you. No, of course, a couple of leaves. Yeah, that's okay.
That's what I'm talking about. There were more than fucking 10 leaves.
Yeah,
out
I'm on
there.
about whole trees all down, fucking everywhere.
It's a different story though
And
too.
you'll brown the grass.
It's a different story when you have a park to take care of. He has
No, but I mean a garden.
he's no
People-
grass.
Who the fuck? Someone just walked through your garden.
That's normal enough.
They had a blue hood.
Probably just put stuff in the letterbox. Just like bombs and stuff. Did you hear about that joke in America?
Wait a minute. You need to. People like to take care of their gardens.
I
That's
totally get
that's
that. I
nothing new.
totally get that. But this is like you fucking surpass. Like on my grandparents' side, it's like they'd rather everything be dead and just have like a solid concrete cube outside.
Yeah, but that's not gardening. That's just
That's what I mean.
They're like
That's the
Hit-
level they're on.
Hitler.
They don't have like these luscious, like lots of beautiful plants and trees pruned to perfection. They're
Pardon me?
slowly turning it into, oh, if we just get this paved,
Yeah.
they fucking bitumen. Oh, it'd look so good.
I like the idea. Yeah, you can have a nice paved garden as well. Well, are they building like a site
Nah,
where they like?
they live in a wee estate, right? Where they had like your wee path.
Outside your house when you're an adult is going to be shit.
It's going to be green and luscious with
I'm
trees
sure.
and stuff, right?
That's my leaf pile.
Right, so you walked up, and on the right there used to be like stones with like flowers, and it looked real nice. And on the left used to be a wee pond with grass all around it. My granddad, he built the pond, and he also built like this wee donkey carriage, right? And it had a wee donkey in
Carriage?
it. Carriage, sorry. It used to be full of turf or coal or whatever, and then the wee donkey would like stand there with the cart in its back. It looked class. And then something changed. the plants all went first, back got paved. The pond went then, paved. Donkey gone, paved. They have one plant outside. It hangs to the left of the door.
Yeah, that's all right. But that's all right too. They just don't want to bother. They're too old now. They don't want to be out gardening. They couldn't be bothered. Too cold.
Just
Just pave it all as long as it's all right. Park your car.
just pave it all. You can't park your car and it's sloped and there's a gate around it. I'll show it to you. You'll look at that and be like, "This is a fucking disgrace."
No, it might be all right. They're just getting on. I fuck that guy in America.
Sending bombs and the.
No, what are you talking about?
What the hell are you talking about?
There was a shooting in LA.
Oh no, I'm talking about that. That was hard.
I know.
What'd you do there? That's a situation.
I know.
I just think like
Yeah, well, you don't know. It's
but I have a feeling the one thing I do is freeze. Fuck.
but it's your one opportunity. No, actually, never mind.
No, because everyone thinks in your head you'd be like, "I'll be a hero here."
No, hero.
No, we used to run over to and like hit him or. But that's
No,
what
no,
everybody
no.
thinks. That's what everybody thinks. But I just think it's like,
Oh no! I watched all the people talking, and there was a man there who's older. He was like 50 something, and in his statement, he was saying in the news he was so sad, and he was like apologizing. He was like, all these, because it was a college bar, and all these young, like 22, like your age, people were getting killed and stuff. And he was like, I'm 50, whatever, I've lived a life, I wish I did more and whatever. It was so sad. And then that other guy was talking about his son. It was so fucking hard. It's so miserable. But yeah, that guy was saying he wish he could have done something. Like, he seen him, and then looking back, hindsight's 2020, and he was like, oh, I could have did this here. Like, yeah. Anyway, and
There's nothing you can do.
no.
The only tactic that would ever work in that situation is if everyone in that bar or any situation all bummed. Someone's going to die though.
Yeah.
Someone has to die. But that's if 30 people went at him at once, that would have stopped it. But that is like. That's
no one's
impossible
on
to
it,
do.
yeah,
that is
everyone
like you
wants
have to sacrifice yourself.
Yeah.
That's like something you're not allowed to do even. Did you hear that about? That's the one thing that I do want to say is, you remember that black guy who pulled the gun off that jock who was naked, who went into like the restaurant to shoot it up? The black guy just went right at him immediately and pulled the gun off him.
Oh, he's a hero.
Yeah. He was like a hero for about a week. In a country where mass shootings are happening constantly, this jock was like, oh, it's do or die, and went up and did it. Pulled a machine gun off a jock. And then...
But he probably... Was it like a...
It was a white
But-
shooter, a white American shooter.
Yeah, but the restaurant was all just like...
Fast food restaurant.
All right. So just loads of... I
But
guess...
I just mean as in like, that is something that like, it just depends on the day
he
of the
just
person
grew
who
up
can
on
do it.
on the...
Like that's fucking, like there's soldiers who, you know, like who are trained in like combat situations who just shit themselves when shots start going. As you would, Jesus, there's no training for it.
That guy who did the shooting was a soldier.
Yeah, that's why, I think that's why he killed so many people with just a pistol. Because like everyone else has like a machine gun, and they're getting like, not to say they're only
This-
killing like 5 or 6 people, but he had a pistol and able to kill 11 people.
And he wasn't saying anything. He was just going in.
Yeah, because America's broke.
It's crazy. And like then I seen it was on Twitter, and like so many other things did happen that weekend. What are you're not on about this?
No, I'm on about it. A couple weeks ago. Remember when like the suspicious bomb was sent to the Obamas and to the Clintons and stuff
No,
in the post? The joke was like sending bombs in the post again. Scary.
same guy.
Nah, different fella. I don't know if they caught him yet. But you know, like that was a massive thing back in the 90s or something in America. The postal bomber or something, whatever they called him, the Unabomber maybe. You like send bombs in the post.
Yeah.
Fucking scary. Would that be scary? Jeez, it's great living here.
Who gets caught out with that?
What do you mean?
Like you go to the mail, you get it, you go, this envelope's...
No, it's a box, like it's a package.
Oh, right.
It's a fucking pipe bomb in an envelope. It's like, Jesus, this almost feels like a pipe.
Some sort of...
There seems to be some kind of button on. Nah,
no, that's not funny.
It's that is funny. Of course, it's funny.
So all right, someone did that. I think there was more mass shootings as well. Someone else killed.
Constant every day.
It's
America.
crazy.
If you don't kill over 5 people in a mass shooting in America, it doesn't make it past the first day of the news cycle.
It's mad. Just someone going in somewhere and shooting.
I know. Oh, scary.
Man, it's your one opportunity, right? If someone...
Palms are sweaty, mom's spaghetti. It's your one.
It's not funny. To kill someone legally, are you allowed to kill that person?
Yeah.
Wait there, what happens to
If you were in that bar and that jock came in and just had the intent of shooting nobody and you stabbed him right in the throat, they'd be like, "This jock's a hero. We'd have a parade for you."
It's not illegal.
It's totally legal. You're stopping a mass shooting.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, so if you wanted a one, well, no, it's a horrible situation. It's all
You wouldn't be able, like, who knows? You could be in a situation where you're in America someday and a mass shooting occurs and you're just like, fuck it, I'm away. You're thinking totally clearly. You're like, I'm gonna get this motherfucker, and you might do it.
No one would. That'd be
No,
so
but
good.
that's just
Right.
the way the coin goes.
Do
You
you
might be lucky enough to be clink and clear.
Do you know?
Because like, what would you? I'd be like, I don't even know where to run.
No, you'd be.
But at the same time, you might be like, oh, I'm out of here.
You would. All right.
You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
don't know how you might react. It just depends on the day.
Oh, I know how I'd react.
But you don't know, you
Out
might-
of there. No, I know.
But you wake up on a day.
See, I went paintball. Right? when I go paintballing, I can feel like I felt like I was in a war. Like I get like my heightened or my senses are.
You can see shit, can you? You can see like more around.
I didn't watch that show. What's that show? Level or
level,
heightened or limitless?
Yeah,
you know where they can do stuff. Like I'm like Neo in a fucking environment where I'd be gone. I'm so out of there watching, waiting for the right time. Boom. But at the same time, you can't say that. But like paintball,
that's paintballing out with your friends.
No, I mean
they were enemies.
I feel this like, yeah. I think I'd have a good panic. I'm good at panicking, and I'm good at.
But I think though too, the difference would be, say now you're in a bar or whatever you're drinking, you're starting to, you wouldn't instantly go, especially to think someone's shooting or what the fuck is that?
Yeah,
shit. There's
so bad.
Brains getting splattered all over you.
It'd be so mad. It's mad.
You'd at least finish your pint. Like,
did you see that guy? It was in London or something. It was an Irish fella. And there was a bomb scare and stuff, and he was running. There was just crowds and crowds of people running, and there was just a one guy with his pint, and he was like, "I paid €6 for this pint. I'm not leaving it behind." That was last year.
oh, that's good there. Look, at the same time,
It's what do you think? That woman was saying about gun control, and like she doesn't want anyone's thoughts or prayers. I'm sick of it. I just want gun control. I want
for sure,
that gun was legally bought that he used to kill everyone.
America is completely fucked. No one should have access to a gun. That's them. Like in Ireland, you can get what isn't it? A shotgun and a hunting rifle. That's it legally.
Yeah.
Those you couldn't really commit a mass shooting with either one of those weapons. You could shoot somebody for sure, but there's even instances of like who was it, that farmer jock? He got his house broken into and he shot one of the jocks. Didn't even kill him because it was like buckshot or whatever. And the jock sued him then for getting shot.
Yeah, you can do that, I think.
But that's bullshit. But I just mean as in like, you can't.
I don't want to talk about this. It's actually a horrible subject.
It's not that bad of a subject. Well, it's a serious subject.
It is.
But anyway, everyone knows here. Who's fucking head and your shoulders. Guns are fucking
Class.
no, but they're like vicious tools for one reason:
Yeah.
to kill humans. They're not for killing animals. They're for killing humans.
You can kill animals with them.
You say like a Glock or whatever. Can't kill a bear with that.
Oh, right. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, that document, like, how many years old is that document now?
What document?
I think a comedian said, like, if the forefathers would have come back and been alive today, they'd be like, oh, you didn't change this document. This was written.
That's what they said themselves. Yeah, it was like, yeah, they, whatever, like every 20 years it should be changed because the world will change as well.
Yeah, and instead it's like a fucking.
They just get kept it. The what the fuck do you call it? Constitution.
You don't go hunting. Yeah, animals with an M16 or like
because
a carbine.
But like the way bullets even work is that an animal would be too dense.
Wait, we don't need the science, Chris.
But we don't. They are too dense. The way a bullet works in you is that like it hits you, and then it kind of like tumbles inside your soft body. And it makes a big exit hole in.
Yeah, like like a rifle for like bigger stuff, and you know, penetrate like deers and shit like that.
But anyway, everyone knows this.
A good deer cut up. No, they don't.
But everyone knows, as in, if you talk to anybody here and you said, should like America have gun? I'm like, yeah, of course. You shouldn't be able to go buy a fucking M16 tomorrow.
Have you ever cut up an animal?
No. No. Well, let me tell you how you'd survive.
I know a guy, right, and if I really wanted rid of a body,
he'd cut it up for you.
He bled this deer and everything, and he was like,
not
a trace. He goes, I haven't even cleaned up here yet, not a trace of blood. I was like, dangerous man.
You start writing down your list.
One time I had to hold the head of a deer, and the other boy was just sawing it off. And do you ever have a deer? Do you ever feel the weight of a deer's head?
I've never touched a deer.
A dead deer.
I've seen a deer in real life, like twice.
I helped skin a deer, one time, and do you ever smell a dead body open up like a fucking massive body like that? The blood and the smell of it.
No. What does it smell like?
Like iron, like I don't know.
Like disgusting, or like
no,
kind of like unnerving.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, I was like, oh, dead. I'm funny anyway with things, like certain things, dead or alive. Like, I have a phobia of,
Dead or alive?
no, like,
Dead or alive?
in like museums and stuff, stuffed animals. I'm weird with them.
Stuffed animals.
But I used to have to carry dead animals.
Taxidermy animals.
Yeah.
Stuffed animals. You don't like bears? Do you like,
Like
teddy
stuffed,
bears?
anything. I mean, all right. But you know what I mean? But like, I'll start to sweat. My palms will get all fucking sweaty and stuff. Like,
That ferret's fucking looking at me.
I'm like this in a...
Oh!
I'm like this. Like looking up like I'm a mess in a history museum. Jenny and Decky do
Have
not-
you ever went to the Bodies Museum?
Any museum, anything with mannequins, anything like that. But anyway, what was I saying?
Cutting bodies up. This guy with the deer, you're cutting head off.
Yeah, I had to hold his head up, and the weight of
A deer's head.
this deer's head was massive, and you're holding it up.
By the ears,
They
is it,
were,
or by
they
the
were all
horns?
men. They were just men. I was a younger man at the time. I was still like in my 20s, but I'm so
Were you like
squeamish.
my age or older?
I'm so squeamish. I might have been just a little older than what you are now, and I'm so squeamish. I couldn't hold a hamster or a mouse or a pet anything. I'm so bad with animals now. I wouldn't have been, but it's developed, and I'm just so like a cat. If you give me a cat, I'd be like this, like panicking with it.
I have no problem holding animals, bar kittens, because their claws keep coming.
So this thing was dead, and its tongue was hanging out of its mouth, and you're holding it up, and it's all men, and men who are okay with it love to laugh at the guy who is not okay with it.
yeah.
So I had to pretend to be totally okay with
Yeah,
it,
it's just...
and he's just sawing in like the head, and then once the body comes away from the head, the weight of it's like it is mad. But why did I bring that up?
I don't know, Mike, but it was weird.
No, there was a
Did they
reason.
mount the head then?
No.
What to do with the head?
Just cut it off.
Throw it in the bin?
No,
or
I
what?
used all like he just. There's so much meat out of a deer. It's so good. It would feed you. I don't know how long. I got some. So anyway, I recently got
some burgers.
meat there. No, the grinder was broke. They were going to mince a lot of it and make burgers, but they didn't. I got some steaks and I got loads of stuff. I made a venison stew. Why did I bring this up?
I
What were
don't
we talking
know.
about just before that?
Guns and how they interact with stuff.
Yeah.
And then you went, I was holding this deer's head, and I was like,
Anyway, yeah. There. I don't know.
good thing we have it recorded anyway, Micah.
Gun control though.
Yeah, anyway, Mike, there's more situations. I think we've talked enough
do.
about that.
But I just wanted to say, because we just flippantly just left the subject, it's wild, like all them people dying, but there's people dying all the time everywhere, you know.
But the difference being that, not to say that other people dying and other things,
Yeah,
this
they're-
is just lone gunmen carrying out vicious attacks that don't need to happen. If you know what I mean?
yeah.
Not to say that any war needs
I
to
would
happen.
never expect to go to McGinley's or whatever and
Yeah,
have
and
a
get
few
shot.
pints and get shot that night. Like, it's crazy and it is sad. But
At least the bullet was cheaper on that pint there. You have to make a quip like that. But yeah, no, like, because you couldn't, like, sure, even when I was in America, there was already a sense, and that was fucking 4 years ago, of like that kind of unnerviness.
I was in Florida, right? And
Florida.
we were staying in this the Marriott, like a nice. It was like an apartment I was in. Like it had like a. Anyway, who was my roommate? Richard. Shout out to Richard. We
Is
right
this
the
is
first
this
time when
the
we
fella
got
who
there.
cooked the lobster.
No, well he helped.
Yeah.
Him and Brendan. Shout out to Brendan. Right, when we first arrived there, we got to the hotel really late, and I had drank the whole way on the plane over, so I was kind of steaming. And then we were like, "Oh, let's go for a walk, just kind of get our
Bet
bearings."
you were a lovely passenger.
And we
there.
had to
What
walk.
age were you?
20, I don't know, 21, 22, 21, yeah, because I was able to drink in America, yeah. You're on about like feeling funny in America and stuff. We're really close to where this bad area, like urban, you know, kind of area. And the first thing that happened was we were going over to like the mall where there would be a liquor store, right? And so we're going over there. And
We walking all right.
this car drives really slowly. We are like 10 meters just leaving the hotel kind of place to walk into a field, and then it's open. It's not like it's development area, like right beside the airport and stuff. So we're just walking. It's like, so this car slows down, and these like fucking cool ass black guys are in it, and he just rolled the window down. He went, "You white motherfucker!" I was like,
Sorry, sir.
and then so he said, right, so the car went, and say it's here, the window went down, and it's nearly just past. So it wasn't like going to be a drive-by. He wasn't here to shit. He was just here, like past. The window kind of went down and went, "You white motherfucker," and then like just went on, and I just went, "Alright, I'm going back to the thing." And not like we weren't even out. We're just
You're 10 steps out the door.
yeah, nowhere near left the thing, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god, America's scary." I went back in, but it was fine then. Like nothing really happened. But yeah, but I'm glad that happened too. It's kind of cool. Like these gangsters, like, "You white motherfucker."
He's probably waiting for you to say something back.
But no, I know. Say nothing. Yeah.
Skip it up and down. Dip, tapping him on into you. He said something like that. He'd been like, "Where you from?" And you've been like, "Harlan." I never heard no area before.
Oh.
But anyway, that's a good story there, Mike. That's a good situation to be in.
No, it isn't. It was bad. But I feel... Yeah,
feel as though-
anyway, that was bad. I just want to say the gun thing, because we were about to change...
Flippantly jumping around the place.
Yeah, but... Yeah,
You
but
wanted to close
it was
your
just
case.
very bad. That dad crying about his kid and saying... Like, imagine getting a new... Anyway, we'll not talk about it because it's too sad to talk about. It's not nice.
It
People dying.
isn't. Right.
Now, I put up a thing... Am I bad at talking? Chris.
My God.
I put up a post on Instagram asking for different situations. Now, what I did find was a load of people, like last week, really loved the talks about fecal matter.
Loads of people. What's loads of people?
Oh, like in their hundreds. 50. 40.
4.
No, way more than 4. Like,
At least 6.
no. Like, we got some different
Sorry, at
scenarios, right?
most 6.
But a lot of the situations and just people in general were saying, "Oh, talk more about shit." So people are creeps. Loads
It's a reflection of the podcast, I suppose.
yeah, our audience. But loads of people did like to talk about shit. Now, for
They
that
probably loved your story about having a shit fight.
for that reason, I did get multiple things asking for another shit scenario. So, do you have a story about that involves shit? Because I have a new one for this week.
Well, why don't you take the reins this time? Like, you know?
No, because I took the reins twice.
I
well,
started
suppose
last
you did
yeah.
tell a story.
I took the seat. Sorry, I took the toilet first. You can now use it.
Right, so I'll tell the story, right?
Right, go on.
You've heard of a shart?
Yeah.
So,
Who hasn't, Mike?
I know, but I never thought really, like, come on, who's going to do that? So, have you ever drank Buckfast?
Yeah.
Like, drank it? Not, oh yeah.
A few grubs, yeah.
No, so you never drank Buckfast?
No, I never like downed it like, Scottish boys do as
Yeah.
fucking water.
No, they must be really in control of their bodies, because I can't drink. I get half a bottle of Buckfast down. Like, I haven't drank it for years. It used to be like, when you're younger, you just
Drink Buckfast, get your fuck fast.
yeah, and that's no lie, but it'll fuck up your boxers faster, right?
Well, Mike, I'll just stop you there. They don't have good control. They just don't care.
No. They know a secret, because they can drink. I know people who drink 2 to 3. I on this particular night that I'm going to tell the story, I drank 2 bottles of Buckfast that night, I think, or a bottle and a half, or like I was sharing. Anyway, they must really be in control of their bodies, because I get half a bottle. If I drink half a bottle of Buckfast, or sorry for people listening in Northern Ireland, Bucky. If I drink,
Get us 2 bottles of Bucky there, Blake.
if I drink half a bottle of, do you know, the big bottle, I will need
big-
to exit my bowels immediately. Like
That's good to know.
I can, like, what's that? You don't have diarrhea? Do you want diarrhea?
Yeah, you're
Here, drink
constipated.
this
You're
half a thing.
constipated.
If you're constipated, drink a bottle of Buckfast, and I guarantee you, you will be flowing. Now, yeah, I enjoy drinking Buckfast. So anyway, this one particular night, I was hooking up with this chick, and
I was hooking up with this chick.
and
What a way to say it.
that's the way I talk.
That's the way I talk. But I know
So
it's the way. I know it's the way you talk. But what a way to say it, though.
So I was hooking up with this chick, and
You met this lovely girl.
no, yeah, you can say your gammy white guy version or whatever the fuck.
Got my gay version compared to your dark complexion.
No, this is just the way I fucking talk.
This
So
is the way I talk.
You can translate, right? You translate everything.
I don't need to translate.
No, just do it, right?
Right.
So I was hooking up with this chick.
So I met this lovely girl and we took her back somewhere, back to her house.
We're at her house,
Went to her house.
and it was her and her friend.
It was her and her friend.
Right. Only do it when you need to feel like you didn't go otherwise it'll be your way. So anyway, it was her and her friend, and we're all just drinking, just in an evening, whatever, just having a few drinks midweek. I think there was not much happening, and it was cool. We have a couple of drinks. I think they're drinking wine. I think I had Buckfast, and one thing led to another.
Yeah.
And then they start putting makeup on me.
Right.
Now, I was loving this.
I thought this was a different. Go on, right? Go on. It's already taking a left turn to where I thought it was going.
So they're putting makeup on me and stuff. And I was like, oh, this is cool. 2 chicks just in the middle of the week putting makeup on me. I know I'm definitely going to fuck one of them.
Right, okay.
But I don't know what's going to happen. Definitely nothing was ever going to happen with this other chick because it wasn't. But at the time, like you're drinking Buckfast, maybe you think it might. Definitely was never the case. But I thought, oh, this is cool, because I was sitting on a sofa and they were like here, and they were kind of laughing girly and shit, and it was a good time. Drinking the Buckfast anyway.
Right.
And,
This is such a waste and a half. Go on.
what is,
Good, lead it in there.
right, I'll just get.
Put the hole here.
So I have full makeup on,
Right.
like I look like a burlesque woman,
A drag queen.
like like a face of makeup. Now we're all laughing, having fun. Like halfway down this bottle of Buckfast, maybe a little more.
As you've already tipped the scales.
So I was like, right, here I need the toilet. I'm gonna go into the toilet, kind of drunk to myself, look in the mirror, kind of like, yeah, who the man, like thinking I'm a fan. Take so pull out my big dick and then I go for a piss.
I'll try and do that. I'll try and do that. So I pulled out my dick and I went for a piss.
Exactly. So I pull out my big fat dick and then
Go on.
so I start pissing anyway. And I'm pissing. It's all good. I'm like happy, face of makeup, kind of looking at myself. Oh, you're so silly. And
Right.
oh, I need to fart. Let's fart. I fucking. So I'm pissing, and then thinking nothing of it. Just I need to fart, and it was like felt like a fart. You know, it's kind of like it's a bubble, like there, and you're ready to just. It's going to be a good fart. It fucking I shit, like it exploded. Do you know if you had diarrhea? and you went-
Explosive diarrhea.
yeah, and you went to the toilet, sit down, and it was the first initial one that kind of paints the whole bowl. I did that standing up, and I went.
That's fucking terrible.
I went. Like I must have went so pale. I was like, so I was pissing. What popped up there? So I'm peeing, and yeah, this happened. So it
man.
happened, and I went, "Oh my god, no, did it? No, there's no way. There is no way." So
Why did you do that? That's a
well, I just need to check, and I put my hand.
Why'd you
I
put your
didn't even
hand-
need to put it. I could put it kind of up my back. I touched the top of my back. like like round like that, and I was like, oh, that's really that's shit. I've shit myself. And I'm in, so the toilet's down the stairs and I'm in the back of the place, but they're in the front. So they're just drinking and whatever. One of them's probably saying to the other, oh, I'm going to sleep with him tonight because he's so cool. Right? So I'm thinking like, oh
my god.
oh, right, they're right out there.
Yeah.
Oh no, what did I do? Pissed, flushed the toilet. I think I smoked at the time, right? So, or maybe I didn't. I can't remember what it. But anyway, so then I goes, oh my god, I've shit myself. I need to fucking do something. Walked out of the toilet, like kept everything on, just kept it on.
You didn't even wipe yourself down a wee bit.
No, because I was in such a panic. It happened so fast, and I was kind of tipsy because I can't handle, like, Bucky gets me drunk. So, I think I had like 2 cans before that, and then like half a bottle of Bucky or whatever. Like, I honestly can't remember, but Buckfast just isn't good. Then, I went, oh my god. Right, so I kind of knew where I was. There's like a lane up around the back of the house, a really dark lane. It's like you take it as a shortcut. Whatever, people smoke lungs up there, that type of a place. So I was like, right. What happened was I went, shit. I walked straight into the sitting room, went, I'm going to go to the shop, do you need anything? But walked out through them, and they were like, what? I was like, oh, I have to 2 seconds, and I went to the shop. And it did make no sense. Like, I didn't walk in and go, actually, I need the toilet. Like, I walked out, panicked, out through, went up round, then up this lane, up round the back of the house. Now I'm looking at the house that I was just in. I'm up in a field like a creep. I'm like, right, gotta do it. Took my jeans off. So now I'm in this alley with just my boxers on, covered in shit, only in the back. Like it just kind of like skittered up. You know, the back of my boxers. So. And I used to wear, this was when I used to wear them big massive pennies cotton boxers. They're just massive.
Yeah.
So now anyone walks along, I'm just have my trousers off and like
I feel it looking at the house.
Yeah. So I was like, right, need to do this next maneuver really quick. And it was raining and stuff. I think it was around November or just the end of October. And I think, right, because I hate getting my socks dirty. So I'm like, right, I'm going to take my boxers off right now. Then I'm going to be naked from the waist down. I need to be really fast. But I didn't want to get shit on my runners. I think I had these orange, bright, like massive Osiris runners. So I had to take one...
off?
Yeah, off.
But
through.
stand on it?
Yeah, like in through, stand on my runners, get them off, put it on. It was a whole maneuver. Anyway, so I'm there just fucking butt-ass naked.
Yeah.
From the waist down, in the rain, in the back, and I'm fucking... What happens then? So I'm like, right, there's not a lot of... Do you know, like, the lights in the back of the houses were on, and I didn't have a light. This is before you had lights on your phone kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And,
Looking at
so
these
I'm
shit.
trying to see how much
Shit.
is covered a certain area. I go, there's a dress. Like, all around the front's good real estate. That's all good to go.
Yeah, so you
But I
want to
use as much as I can, because if it's... I finish... I shit. I had to keep shitting. So I shit there, actually. I forgot. So once I took everything off...
Yeah. You just squatted down and
I was like,
sat.
well, I'm here now. Did it. So did the rest of my shit. Then I was looking through, like, right, I need to wipe. So I wiped all around, like, sectionally.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I made the most, like, I fucking...
Yeah, I get you.
All through, like, so I was grand. Then I got my jeans back on. And, yeah, it wasn't that much of a mess. It was grand. I did shit myself. No, it's cleaned up now. Now I need to, like, get back into the room and be like, all right, what's the crack and whatever. But I said I was going to the shop, so now I have to go to the shop. Go to the shop. I think I bought a bag of Ranch Heroes, and I think I bought 20 fags or something. Well, I can't remember. I think I did anyway. Because I had to. There was a reason I had to rush to the shop. And then when I was in the shop, I forgot what was I doing before I shit myself.
You had makeup on?
Yeah. Had a whole... I'm just dressed like a normal person. It isn't Halloween or nothing.
Your hands smell like shit.
No. I wiped them in like wet grass.
Oh,
and
wet grass. Sorry, the antibacterial wet
yeah,
grass.
and then kind of dried them off.
What
Like I
did you
didn't
do?
shit on my hands.
Oh, go on anyway.
So everyone was looking at me funny in the shop, and I was like, "Why the fuck what's everyone looking at?" Like nearly laughing in your face. And then I look kind of in the reflection as I'm buying the thing, and I'm like, "Oh," and then I said, "Oh, good." Do you know Wednesdays?
Got me.
Went back into the house, and everything was grand. It was definitely weird. There was a weird vibe of like, why the fuck did you... Whatever. Obviously, I didn't say, oh, I shit myself and then think, because
Yeah,
I,
went outside
I was
and-
trying to not. So, yeah, then anyway, I think I ended up sleeping with one of them later, and then they were like, hey, you're not wearing any boxers. I was like, yeah, no, commando. But...
What a fucking story. Why didn't you just go straight home?
No.
Right.
So I had drink already there, and there was more drink to drink. There was 2 girls there already drinking. One of them I know definitely was up for it. I'm
Right,
going back
first,
there.
First and foremost.
Also, yeah, so then... See... I
Did
don't
you have a
know-
mobile?
That needs a stronger end, that story. Because it is a good story, but then... maybe I just don't want to be rude on here, because people
Go
are
on,
going to hear
just say it.
But yeah, I banged the shit out of that chick then, like, later that night, but then she was just like, where's your boxers?
Whoa, my boxer! I totally forgot to put them on. But well, I'll just say, like, do you have a mobile phone?
I didn't bang the shit out of her, by the way. I don't want to say that. We cut that.
No. You partied with her alone. Anyway.
Oh, I banged her for sure.
Yeah, but you didn't bang any more shit out of anybody. Right, no, but
It's just vulgar talk.
Did
I
you
don't talk
have-
about women like that. Bang the shit out of
it
her.
is, yeah, but whatever. They all get it.
I'm
Did-
going to get in
did-
trouble for the end of that
Did
story.
you have a mobile? Yeah, for other reasons. Did you have a mobile phone?
Yeah.
So why didn't you say, fuck, I got a call there. It's be a family emergency. I'll be back in half hour.
Chris, I didn't want a big long. I just wanted it quick as I could. Back in there.
But there's no... You must have stank of shit.
No. How would you? The things that had shit on them, I was out of there so fast that it was fine.
You don't think they were like...
Wiped, clean. Where's the shit? The shit is out now. It's gone. It's passed
Did you went
on.
up your back?
No, like the top of the crack of your like ass. That's small.
Oh, you had to feel your ass while you're telling me.
Yeah,
Right.
like a little bit, but it wiped all off. They're drinking as well and smoking.
Wiped off.
It was grand. I didn't smell, but yeah, it's kind of gross. I didn't have a
It's
shower,
pure fucking gross.
but I got a good clean outside.
You were drunk in the rain, cleaning with shitty boxers to wipe yourself up after you shat outside then as well. Tell me what part of that there you were 100% in any way clean.
It just was okay.
That would be like, I just be like, oh, sorry, I'll be back in half an hour. We family emergency. Straight out.
Yeah.
Straight out. Straight home.
Oh, I'm gonna just stay home now. I would've
No,
went
wait,
back.
what are you on about? You scrub your asshole clean, then you're like, I'm on the way. I've got something else other than Buckfast to drink.
You know,
Per prep, Mick. Per prep. That's
there was no
valid.
prep. It was an accident.
That's what I mean. Yeah. No. You had no.
Yeah,
You
I
said
handled it well,
You
and I
think
still got.
You think someone burst into this room with a gun, you'd be reacting to run? Your first reaction would be to fucking take your trousers off.
No, you wouldn't.
Fuck. What? Who thinks like if I just go outside, I could take off the boxers, wipe my ass. Sorry, I could take off the boxers, complete the shit, wipe my ass, pull back on my jeans, then go to the shop. Wait, I have makeup on my face.
Yeah, I
Get a-
forgot about the makeup.
Why'd you buy the packet of rancheros, not just a cigarettes, and be like, oh, I was dying for a fag. Sorry, I fucking just realised I had none on me.
Yeah, obviously.
Where was your underwear? Don't wear underwear. Is that weird?
What would you do?
But I'd have been like, right. So, accident tap. I was like, fuck, right, here we go. But then, like, get the ringtone to play on the phone. I can't remember. You probably had like you have like a Nokia, some bullshit.
Creme de la creme, whatever the best phone was
Right.
at the time.
So you get the
Blackberry.
playing, like, hello? Yeah, don't worry. You pick me up now. Walk out the door. So I'll be like, sorry, family emergency. I'll be back in half hour. Boom, out the door. Straight home. Scrub your asshole clean. All
No,
cool.
no.
Fresh pair of boxers on. Away we go. Back to the party. You'd be like, sorry there, it's just a grandparent thing. And you sit there going,
How long did
You
long did all that shit that you just said would it take? How long did that take?
took say 15 minutes then. But I had
Nearly an hour.
I had an excuse to why I'd be away so long. How long did it take you to do all that?
10, 15 minutes.
In your warped drunk head, you were probably like, yeah, just took them off, stepped out of them. Yeah, you're probably sitting against the wall.
Shit. On the floor.
People walking past, you'd be like, what's going on over
No,
there?
there was no one. No, it was grand.
Help. It was like that time, please. Please is just shitting and
But-
vomiting.
I did well. I still
Yeah, look, you sealed the deal.
had a good night. I still got the right. And I still, I did everything I needed to do.
Promise me, if we're ever in a situation where you may shit yourself, that you will not just do something like that. You will go have a shower before you
It
continue.
depends on the situation. But of course.
I'll happily help.
Now, do you have a story?
Not like that, by any means.
Well,
That happened to me the week I was sick. That happened to me. I was going to work at like fucking 5. Shit myself half 4.
at your house?
Yeah.
Sure, that's-
Yeah, but I started out. It was grand. It's
Yeah.
kind of crunch time though.
Yeah, you had to be quick.
Yeah.
Then half of you thinking I don't want to go to work and shit myself.
Yeah. Oh, tense out. Couple hours then. But no,
No.
I survived. Not too major.
Uh,
That happens to everybody.
see, the story's been said now, and my heart's racing,
Why?
and I'm panicking.
Why?
Did I say anything bad?
No.
Well, I kind of did. All of that.
All you said was people are just going to understand you better now as a human being. They're going to understand if they were proposed a situation now and they're like, what do you think Mick would do in this situation? They'd have a better and clearer answer. Sorry, more accurate answer.
Yeah. So.
What would Mick do? Oh, well, he'd probably just make the most of it.
The end of that story is a good story. I've
It's a
told
great
that
story.
before,
I
but
had a great
I don't
laugh.
have an ending for it. Like it tapers
It just
off towards
ends,
it.
yeah.
Well, it doesn't. I could talk, but then I'd be talking like about. Oh yeah, and then she, whatever, and then she, like I can't say that now.
Yeah, no, you don't have to have an ending like that. You just the ending being then and I still banged her. That's a high five between whoever you're telling the story to.
Yeah, I do have one more good story, but I'll save it for next week. But I don't want to talk about fucking poo every week.
That's why we'll do one more story and then we'll leave it for a while.
Yeah, the other one's a good one.
Shit talk. We'll call this shit talk.
Um,
That was a great story though, Mick. That was excellent. That fucking my head hurts now from laughing.
I didn't hear you laugh.
What? I was
I have a good story with involves a tampoon.
a tampon.
Yeah,
A tampoon. What the fuck? Some kind of harpoon mechanism.
spell tampon.
TAMPON.
POON. Tampoon.
It's tampon.
No, it is. I just like to call them tampoons.
Yeah, right. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so nervous after telling that.
Nah,
story.
you're grand.
I don't think anything's bad. in it.
Nothing bad came out.
Shit. I did-
There you go. That's a public announcement there. Don't drink.
No, because people
Buckfast.
might see.
Of course they'll see it.
I'm saying stuff like, "Oh yeah, just banged her." Then
What's wrong with that? It's the truth.
it's so bad.
You didn't say any names. No one knows who this is. Nothing was done wrong. If you were like, oh yeah, and I banged XXX, her name, and then I did this to her, and then she was all like, oh yeah, and I took photos and then I put them online, that'd be bad.
The chick would probably want a shout out. To be fair. Huh?
Well, she's not
No, I'm
getting
only
one.
joking. I'm
She's
only
not
joking.
getting one.
So yeah, anyway. So I only just told that whole fucking stupid story there now because people really seem to enjoy talking about shit
Well, we'll
last
see what
week.
the reaction is now for next week. Right, Mick, let's wrap it up here now.
We'll wrap it up. I must get going. I think. Now we do have, like, we did have other scenarios, and we can maybe talk about. Oh yeah, that's what something I wanted to talk about. I know we're close to time. My fucking haircut last week.
Yeah, I was like,
I got a fucking.
That was brilliant.
I got a. So I shaved my beard off, so I had a mustache, but I had a mustache and sideburns, right? I'll just say this real quick. And
They can see it in the first episode we did live, or second episode we did live.
what? My
Yeah,
mustache.
you
Anyway, yeah.
Dressed like a cowboy. For
Yeah, yeah,
Christ's
yeah.
sake.
But what I'm saying is, so I then the day after Halloween, I shaved my mustache off, but I had these ridiculous sideburns, and so I happened to be in, like, I usually get my hair cut somewhere down the town now, but I happened to be in Derry, and I had the sideburns, and I was like, right, there's a place I used to go to here, I go here. He went in. This is a situation. This is a horrible situation. You know, whenever you get a haircut and
Taking a love side.
and
And he
people
was
get
like,
a haircut,
"Oh,
they
bother."
hate their hair, and then the guy goes, "Oh, what do you think?" And everyone goes, "Oh, yeah, yeah, that's perfect." Like, and everyone does it, do it. So anyway, I went in to get my sideburns off. Said I kind of want it faded up and then like trim on the top, whatever. There is more to the story. I could have made this story longer, but he's kind of cutting my hair, and then he gets to here, and there used to be these kind of Islamic boys owned the place, but now it's like all just Irish guys that own the place. They bought it out from them or whatever. And I was saying I used to come here, and this boy cut my hair. Now this guy cutting my hair was such a douchebag. Like, he was like cutting my hair, right? And I was looking. He left this bit not the way I wanted it.
You got
And usually I say everything.
Describe that section. The top right corner of your forehead.
Yeah, so over here, right? He
Over
missed
here
the-
again, not using
right.
the word.
He just basically missed the
His hairline that comes down your
yeah
forehead.
down my forehead and over, but got everything behind it, but missed the front of it. And it was kind of like, so he's kind of cut, nearly finished, and I was kind of like looking at it, making it obvious.
Yeah, like
And then he goes, "How's that for you?" I was like, "Oh, could you get this a bit here maybe?" And like, you know, take it up. And then he goes, "Oh, you're not half picky, are you?" And I was like, "What?" And then so he kind of trimmed it a wee bit, but all round the back, and missed it again still. And then I was like, he's like, "How's that for you?" And then I was kind of looking. He goes, "Wild bad light here, wild bad light under here. That's when you're out there, it'll be grand. In here, this light's bad. That's all it is." And I was like, "Well, no, I've got my hair cut
Was the
here
light
before,
turned off,
and
was it?
everyone else has got their hair cut normal. Like, there's a fucking, I didn't say this. I wish I could just talk to my mother, but there was a line. And
you're like,
he
sorry,
goes,
sir.
"You really do want an Arabian haircut, do you? If you want an Arabian haircut, I'll give you an Arabian haircut."
What's that?
Because the boys were like Pakistani.
That's
or
a- that's
whatever
a racist
before.
right
Yeah,
there.
Arabian or Islamic or whatever. And he goes, "They're not even Turkish," because it was a Turkish barbers. They weren't even Turkish or Arabian or whatever he said. Anyway, whatever about that. He goes, "Oh, you want a tight? You want a proper Arabian haircut?" I was like, "No, I never once
Yeah.
requested an Arabian haircut," but I didn't say anything. I went, "Yeah." So then he goes at it. Then he takes a fucking shaves the front of the line off and left still it longer than the rest of the hair. And at that stage, I was like, if I say no and he has to keep going, he's just going to make an absolute hames of this haircut. And, well, it's already a balls. I have to just go, "Oh, yeah, you got it. That's perfect now." So I had to leave. And I got up and I walked over and Jenny was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "I know. Look how much more forehead I have now." He left me more forehead. This fucking stupid light. I was awful. So bad. So I did a video about that. But I kind of had to laugh. Because if I didn't laugh, I was extremely angry. I was so angry. And then I said... So my barber, who I usually go to, he...
Reached out.
I said a shout out. Yeah, he reached out and said, Like in my head, I was like, I'm gonna have to shave my head now. But it isn't that bad. If I didn't say to anyone, no one else would notice. Only it's my hair. People think, but to anyone else, is like, oh, what? He says the only thing I'll fix it is time. So I just have to let it go. Shout out to Callum. I think I don't know. He has his own place now. The barber I go to. I don't know what it's called, but because I wasn't going to. I don't. Whatever his place is. Shout out to Callum.
We'll get him next week.
I'll get him next week. But yeah. So yeah, bad haircut and stuff. So why is this episode nearly an hour long?
If he wants to sponsor some haircuts, we'll for sure take a couple.
Yeah, I go to him. What was I going to say? Yeah. Anyway, we'll wrap up now.
It was a good episode.
Yeah, it was
Got a
fun.
laughs.
Well,
No
yeah.
tears.
No tears. Sorry for everyone who died.
Right, well, putting a disclaimer at the start of this episode, be like, if you get halfway, you get rewarded real well. Alright. Where can they find us, Mick? First and foremost, yeah, let's get this out in the fucking open here now, right? Go to DLYD, those fucking 4 letters. DLYD.IE. That's 6 letters, Mick.
DLYD.ie for every link.
Everything.
Every link possible, even our Instagrams. DLYD
The only thing is not
.ie.
linked on that website
is
the podcast Instagram, which can be found by going to DLYD_POD, or simply follow one of us or go on one of our Instagrams and go to our tagged photos, and you will quickly see we're tagged in those photos.
Yes. I'm Mick_Sam on Twitter and Instagram. Chris.
I'm Sartorius Maximus on both as well.
And that's it for another
We're gonna
week.
change
Shout
the
out to
name.
our sponsors again.
To Chris Coyle.
No. Shout out to our sponsors.
Not too late,
Podstand.co. And what
You
else?
already shouted
No,
out.
I know there's an ad at the start. But
Right.
that's it. I feel really uneasy about sharing that story now that I've shared it.
It's too late, Mick. I'm not editing it. Right.
No, I feel.
Night,
Can
night.
you just edit that bit out where I say then I bang the shit out of her? That's just a bad sentence to say about people.
I know, but you didn't name
Because I'm
her,
a different
man.
person now, Chris.
I know, you're not a bad guy. She knows that. Look, you apologized multiple times too.
I did, but
It was a heat of the moment, and you were like, oh, I've got to say something cool. You made a mistake. You've apologized.
no,
for it.
fuck that. I did. I banged her.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I didn't. I
Yeah.
have, but I mean, like now, I can't say stuff like that because Jenny.
I know, yeah. But,
Jenny will laugh. So,
yeah, but what Mike did
we're digging a hole here, right?
was nature at its finest, and he took very good care of that girl, I'm sure. And now he's in a committed relationship of a much better girl, Jenny, the bestest.
Wow, really made it awkward at the end there, Chris. Right, let's go. Right, fucking turn it off. Good night.
Night night.
Alright.